Okay, topic of the day is magnesium and immunity. The biggest common denominator, I guess, in the conversation about immunity and magnesium would be inflammation to a certain degree. Inflammation is such a key to the whole mystery of the body. I mean, insofar as not only the stress that it causes and the chemical imbalances and everything that it's causing underneath because of this panic attack that it creates. It's a panic in the body which creates a lack of smooth functioning of other more subtle phenomena because they can't. It's like coffee and cocaine, right? It's like you can't feel one if you're on. You can't feel the coffee if you're on the cocaine. I know that's not really the best metaphor, but something so strong cannot hang there when there's something such. If you're in a panic, it's going to be really hard to, get your nails done if there's an apocalypse, for example. I don't know, but I'm trying to find some probably bad examples. But anyway, magnesium and immunity. The inflammation is the key feature because the deficiency of magnesium will increase the generation of the propagation and generation of pro-inflammatory cytokines or cytokines or whatever, which is consistently accompanied by the sensitization of cells such as neutrophils, macrophage, endothelial cells, etc. So this increase in the pro-inflammatory cytokines through the deficiency is also caused at an enzymatic level where all these magnesium-dependent enzymes get trying to finish their tasks get kind of sabotaged and cannot intercept it or whatever. They can't finish their task or they can't finish the task optimally, and so this creates a lot of these kind of wasteful trips and back and forths and this, that, and the other. And then this also is creating less uptake, less conjugation, less strong bonds and everything. So all of that creates a weaker structure, not only in the creation of structure, which magnesium plays a huge part in the creation of the actual physical structure itself, from the synapses on down to the collagen, to proteoglycans, to elastane, everything in the body has this magnesium etiology to a certain degree structurally. I mean, I guess the greatest organ in the body for magnesium concentration is the heart. You can find a lot of magnesium in that muscle, but in general, it's spread out all over the place, and especially the nervous system, where the synapses and every structure is also needed the magnesium to become more flexible. I mean, magnesium, think of it as like masculine and feminine, I don't know, or active and passive. You have like calcium and magnesium. So one is more hard, the other is more soft. One is more active principle, like orthosympathetic action, and the other is more like parasympathetic, recovery, healing, white blood cells. And so this kind of recovery slash active or patient receptive slash assertive system that we're in keeps us in this extrovert introvert movement that we are in. Plants and all creation has this introvert and extrovert movement. I mean, living things. And so there's like this is part of us. And so this system is part of how magnesium, the immune system is part of the parasympathetic system in the sense that it helps to recover and heal and sleep as well. Like all of that system there, more of the relaxation system. And also the immunity, I guess, can play a double role there because there's the attack and you have, I guess you have innate immunity and acquired immunity. So you have what you're born with and all these T cells and all these things that are there and ready. And then you have acquired, so you bump into certain things along the way, and then your body develops specific protocols for each thing. So in this category of magnesium deficiency will create a general attack mode. So you'll have a lot more of this innate, I guess you could say, background, non-specific immune response, and that creates a state of panic for the body, a state of intensity, a lot of energy wastage too. And so the body's like kind of like in a panic mode, and this creates like this, you get yourself into a place where you're not recovering. That's the key, is you're not even, somebody said the heart is 30% of the time is working. I think they broke down the mathematics of the heart, and 70% of the time it's actually resting in between how it moves. 30% of the time it's working. So it has this interesting understanding of rest and work, which the body needs. And so if the body doesn't have the magnesium, a lot of these inflammations are the reason why the immune system is overreacting, or not powerful enough in the given case, the specific to muster up a specific defense, because of its weighed down, um, uh, the effect of all of these non-specific sentinels everywhere. It's almost like, I guess, a community that's like, like imagine, I guess, some sort of nation where everything is military, or it's not, the whole nation is all military, and then there's no other class, right? There's like the military class and nothing else. Well, that's imbalance. So there has to be a certain balance here, depending on what's happening in the world or what's happening in the environment. So that's probably the biggest key. I mean, you can get into a lot of specifics about magnesium. These inflammatory cytokines do act as inhibitory factors, and so the way that magnesium interacts with them, like from the creation of the neutrophils to the macrophage and endothelial cells, you have like an oversensitization of that area, and so that's creating this kind of over allergic response or whatever, immune response, which can be inadequate. And so we got to get the system to where magnesium can do what it needs to do without getting the system too bogged down, basically. And so relaxation in the world of speed and anxiety and stress and everything, and fear, especially coronavirus, all this stuff that's happening, like this brings us not into the state of relaxation and recovery. I mean, even on the cellular level, if you look at what magnesium does as a natural calcium channel blocker, it keeps calcium from filling the cell and rigidifying the cell wall and creating cell death, and allowing for that natural ability for the cell to buffer itself with the magnesium. The magnesium is added to that, just like in the teeth. Calcium and magnesium come together in the teeth. Calcium makes them hard. Magnesium makes the teeth flexible. So the two together make them actually truly strong. And so you need this kind of like flexible structure built into the system, not only in the nervous system and the structures, which create structural integrity, but also in how they contribute to the catalyzation of enzymes, and create more interactions and more efficient interactions. It's really about efficiency, this whole catalytic, enzymatic conjugation stuff at the cellular level, membrane transport and everything. It's all about efficiency, and magnesium is the key to all of it. So go with the best stuff you can get. Do not get some cheap version of magnesium. We recommend the Transdermal Magnesium from Zechstein Inside, which has the blue bottles. They're in glass. There's no endocrine disruptors, and they put their money where their mouth is because of the fact that it's glass costs more, it's more expensive, and so this gives you a quality product. And it's not just glass, but glass is much more important than we think when it comes to such a ubiquitous mineral. Like all the chelation and all of those endocrine disruptors, they attach to that molecule, and then it gets in the body, and it can't remove those same endocrine disruptors that are in your body already from the environment, because it's already got them attached to it. So you need the magnesium through its chelation powers and its attachments to other enzymes in the body, like acid malic, which combines with magnesium to magnesium malate, and then that helps break down aluminum or whatever. You pick an example. So this kind of conjugation is less strong or efficient when we're using the cheaper stuff, not the right stuff. Because most of the magnesium, even the magnesium oils you buy, even if they say Zechstein on them, if they don't have the logo Zechstein Inside, they're not coming from Vindam, the city in Holland that has the only and original source for this stuff. And they're just using those words abusively. It's Asian imported. It's got Tibetan exploitation written all over it, and it's also got solvent extraction. They extract using solvents, and they treat using solvents to clean it out and separate it from other contaminants such as potassium and heavy metals as well. So you don't want that. You want the real stuff. You want to pay for it. It's twice the price of the other guy, but it's like $3 a week, and it'll cost you maximum 50 to 60 bucks a year to knock out some of the deficiency. So don't go cheap. Do it right. Check it out, theheartoftradition.com.